Good morning, dear friends.
Good morning.
Nice to hear your voice, as well as to see your beautiful lights. As you come here today, of course, bringing the beauty of your soul, the beauty of your presence. Remember also all those that are now with you from the invisible, bringing their own joy, their own beauty, their own light to you. What an exchange of love, powers, energy, and possibilities of transformation. Some of you may consider your journey perhaps less relevant now as it was maybe many years ago, when you were dreaming, envisioning, hoping for a number of events that may have unfolded in your life or not. And yet, when you look back, you do understand now that those moments of today are as precious as those moments of yesterday. And of course, some of you may also have some of your companions and family and friends now with us in the spirit world. And indeed, they are absolutely present with you, with their subtle breath, in their light body, with the fullness of their love. And they are still committed to you, to your presence, to your evolution, to the fulfillment of this incarnation, and are already rejoicing for all the steps that you are taking today and for the day to come. So there is not a position where you may consider this is a unfortunate situation. Every situation that you are placed in, it's a very blessed one, a very fortunate indeed. The circumstances that your mind judges are not the circumstances judged by your soul. Your soul, a luminous presence that blends naturally with the flow of life existence, and blends also naturally with those one in our spirit worlds. Indeed, your soul is continuously flowing endlessly in a number of worlds, if we can put it this way. As you are interacting in your daily life in your home, you are operating in one world. As you're interacting with your neighbors, your friends, you're moving into a different world. As you're talking to your family and friends from your heart and spirit, you are connecting with another world. And as you meditating and praying and connecting to the depths of your soul, you're also connecting to the expansiveness of life itself. So it is all linked, but somehow the mind needs to keep a little separations for a matter of simplicity. And yet this simplicity can be overcome by the fullness of the understanding that your soul unifies, blends, commune with all the levels of your being and commune with the levels of the spirit world so naturally that it takes almost your breath away if you could really see it fully through your more deeper eyes. If you could hear it through the deeper ears, if you could really speak it simply from the heart. Sometimes it is a matter simply of simplifying your day. If you are very busy, if you are occupied with a number of tasks, which of course all of you are as responsible beings, indeed you may find that demanding and find it difficult to reconnect to your light. But your light is with you at all time. It's with you in every moment. It's with you here in this physical life, and it continues, it flows naturally in what some of you call the afterlife. But indeed, there is no afterlife, it's all one life, one existence. And so it is with this principle that truly the word communion was intended. It's one principle, but of course, of life that flows. It's one principle of love. It's one principle of collaboration for all the human family coming together, also with the beauty of the animal kingdom and the beauty of the mineral kingdom and the beauty of the vegetable kingdom, because Mother Earth is so bountiful in the expression of the life force. But your life, it's a unified life above and below. So truly there is no separation, and as we come and talk to you, we are all together joining that communing of spirit, that communing of light, to strengthen, to reinforce the natural flow of eternal life, to really rejoice on perhaps the transformation that life has presented you. None from all the friends and family that are standing now behind you, within you, connected to your heart, are perhaps sad or at loss. They are rejoicing for your presence. They are rejoicing for your courage. They are rejoicing for the ability that you have to stay truthful to yourself. And indeed, it's very important to ask sometimes that question. Am I truthful to my light? Am I acting accordingly? Am I letting confusion taking over and the whisper of what is totally unnecessary take place? Or am I rejoicing in the blending and in the fulfilling of my role with the whole of life, with my family in spirit, with my friends in spirit, and with those ones just with me now, in this moment, with those ones that needs my help now, with those ones that are the young ones, with those ones that are growing up, with those ones that are getting older, with those ones that are feeling ill. Am I extending more than just my hand? Am I extending my heart? Am I extending a smile that is from within, something that is truly meant from the depths of my soul? Indeed, if you think in those terms, if you hold that attitude, life becomes simpler. Why? Because you don't need to hold so many thoughts, so many complexity about how to face your day. Spirit wants you to simplify life, to make it a beauty and a joy for all you to behold, but also wishes you to hold hands, if not physically, truly spiritually. And that is also extending your hand to those ones that are in pain, to those ones that are in sorrow. And as you do that, there is so much joy coming from our level of presence that you will naturally enhance your gift of healing, your gift of mediumship, your gift of clairvoyance, whatever is the gift that you were born with. You are all gifted. Some of you have the gift of writing, others of music, and yet it's all part of the spiritual evolution. It's all part of the joy of life. Yes, we hear you. There is a lot of pain as well. Physical pain, mental pain, anguish, all kind of pain, emotional pain, yes. But indeed, these are aspects of life itself. You have heard often, of course, the metaphor of the rose and the thorn, but it's natural part of evolution that you are here experiences all the vast gamut, all the expanse of the different coloring of life. You have had that as a soul that is evolving, as a soul that is maturing in the understanding of what life truly is, what love truly is, what service truly is. And sometimes it's not the repetitive action done with no heart, but it is really the occasional action taken with full heart, with full commitment from your heart. And it is in your heart indeed that all your friends and family from spirit rejoice. They are your helpers, your guides, the healers from the spirit teams in the invisible are all joining, working through your heart. So your heart is this vast, vast expanse of possibility, full of all the potential that makes precious every moment of your day. Yes, indeed, every moment. So one small recommendation is to not become trivial with your day. Do not think today was not an important day, but tomorrow I have an important meeting, so tomorrow will be an important day. Every day is important because you are walking on the earth plane with your physical body, with your soul resplendent. Every step you take on the earth plane, you are imprinting energy with your soul, if you know how to go about it. Because many are still simply imprinting the earth plane with their mind level, which often is a matter of a fullness of concern, a fullness of anxiety, a fullness of emotional disturbances. Remember, when you wake up in the morning and you're stepping out and touching the ground again of blessed Mother Earth, and with your head you stand high, rejoicing in the beauty of Father Sky, remember that you are a full representative of eternal life, of spirit world. Why? Because you are spirit, and every thought, every emotion, every word expressed, it's valuable, it's precious indeed. So remember, your words can be as a beautiful, most beautiful, that the most precious necklace, but they can also be used with lack of skill and turn into something less beautiful. So we always remind you of beauty in this very sense. Beauty is not, in the true sense, vanity, but is the fulfillment of one of the major aspects of life existence. Behind that beauty reside silently and yet potently the force of love. That without that beauty of soul, the love cannot flow in the fullness of the potency of the river of love that rejoices always into the ocean of existence. In that ocean of existence, there are all the souls of the existing time, all the souls of all the planes possible, rejoicing, singing to the highest level possible. Whatever is your religion, whatever is that you believe in or not, you are so rejoicing and singing to the highest. So as you step into the morning, into your day, remember, just a glimpse of your soul will assist you to connect them to your helpers, to your guides, to those ones that are working with you, even if you're not a medium. It does not matter. What it matters is that you are alive to life. You are present here, as well as you are present to the life and the strengths of those ones that help you in the invisible world. So that truly there is no separation. And indeed, in here, as you are in the physical body, you are strengthening that understanding. That's why you are here. You are here to honor this aspect of life, but also to strengthen that bridge, to strengthen that building that is ongoingly required. Because your presence here is required indeed, is a necessity. Because if the world would recede from that deep connection from the soul level and would remain separate, those only who understand the physical life separate from those who understand the wider life, there will be a loss of life existence as such. Because what is not sustained also from the physical level will recede and be maintained only to a higher level. And for those one that live in the physical form, they will find a sense of loss. They lose their sense of identity. Whatever people believe in spirit life or not, they do retain a sense of identity, which is connected, for those ones that do not believe in us, to their intelligence. And yet what they do not see, that intelligence is also deeply connected to spirit life. And that intelligence will not be sustainable if it was not for spirit existence. And because those ones that are cutting off and using only their personal energy level of intelligence are not sustaining the many bridges that are required to connect the different world. A metaphor that will apply really to your beautiful San Francisco, isn't it? You have so many bridges to bridge so many different lands here. And indeed, if they are just cutting themselves out of the flow of life and consider that they are only working on their own terms, on their own intelligence, only on what it works from them, they are really blocking the way for the expansions of the flow of existence. In a sense, they are then not a great contribution for the physical level. They are a partial contribution. Of course, there are always contributions of different kinds, but they are a limited time of contribution. But they are blocking the bridge, as if there is no possibility to flow from the highest in themselves. So it always begins with you, to how much you believe in yourself, and needs a little strengthening, isn't it, now and then. And that's why you are in good company with friends that are strengthening your own life, that are strengthening your own light, that are giving you the courage also to move on when it feels rather difficult. When you are feeling, I am completely alone here, nobody really hears me. We hear you, we hear you. We hear you saying that, and we do understand that physical life is a difficult aspect, but it's not the truth. You are not alone. You are alone as much as you make yourself alone. You are suffering of isolation, and those ones that are suffering from isolation are often because they are cut off from their deeper self. So, as you know, to go a little bit within, in whatever way you are connecting to your own light, to your own soul, to your own presence, as you connect, you discover all the beautiful links that you have to all the level of life, to all those ones that you love, and there is no necessity for being physically close. If cannot be achieved, even that distance is bypassed by your spiritual connection. And so indeed rejoice in that possibility, because you are gifted with every possibility indeed. None of you is lacking anything. But indeed you may say, well, I'm lacking financial support, I'm lacking emotional support. Yes, indeed, there are times where things are moving into a rhythm, ebb and flow. And then you need to look, where do I need to contribute more with my spiritual energy to this particular practical problem? You do separate too often your practical life from your spiritual life. And then a sense of restriction, a sense of misunderstanding arise. But this is often because you're not holding the proper view. We have to say that. You are moving totally into the expression of your physicality, not noticing that you have left behind the spiritual beauty that you are. So you have to begin again and again to simply remind yourself, as a soul I'm never alone. As a soul I have a potency that can resplend and reflect also in those dire circumstances of life existence. but I can also move away from that. And as you use the highest level of your mind and the potency of your soul to mentally begin and emotionally to move away from those places so called sometimes of repetitive patterning, you may call them stuckness, but are simply repetitive pattern. As you move away from those, when situations, circumstances come to meet you, but can you really join regularly to your spirit sense? This is the invite from all the spirit guides, from all the beings in spirit, is the invite to really remember again and again, every single day, that you are blessed indeed with your spirituality, with your soul, with your essence. So it's not that difficult after all. And again, we go back, they are telling us now, some of your guides and helpers, that you really, some of you need to simplify your life. You're holding on to few things that you don't need anymore. Sometimes these are objects, sometimes these are concepts. You're holding on to things that don't serve you because you are becoming lighter. As your journey and you're traveling your spiritual journey, the beauty of it is also that you are traveling light. But if you notice that actually you are further burdened because perhaps you're attending too many classes, perhaps you are doing too many chores, perhaps you're helping so many people that you don't know yourself where you are, perhaps you need to review it. Because your helpers and guides here are telling us also that simplifying life is a great blessing, and it takes a courage. And it's also a beautiful preparation for when your soul will be fully resplendent and will be unencumbered by the physicality that is the test of this existence and physical form. So there is the fine balance between what the physical life presents you and what you choose to accept. And that is part of the equilibrium, another very important part to be achieved in each incarnation. Find your new point of equilibrium. What it was valid 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago may not be valid today. So find a new point of equilibrium. How do you find that? By noticing what is out of balance in you. By noticing that perhaps you're clinging to something. By noticing that perhaps it's time to let go. By noticing that it's time to embrace something new. And the something new is also begin in yourself. It begins with embracing a new possibility, embracing a new idea. Some of you, of course, have children, some of you have grandchildren. Look at your grandchildren, look at your younger children, look how they meet every day with a simplicity that perhaps you have forgotten. And it is beautiful as the younger soul, simply younger in body, they may be very, very old soul, and some of them indeed they are always reminding you of the freshness of life, the freshness of life existence. And so every day you can be as fresh as a flower when the morning dew is touching you. So remove all that dust from the corner of your mind, from the corner of your emotion, of your heart, and connect with the freshness of life. Choose anything possible that will reconnect for you with that. For some of you, it's the outdoor. It's connecting with trees, with plants, with gardens. It's connecting with the ocean. It's interacting with a number of others of you who are clairvoyant, interacting with the beautiful world of the invisible one. For those one that work with the being of nature, they can connect with the beautiful beings that are attending to the kingdom of nature, whatever it is, the animal kingdom. There are protectors there and beautiful. Also, if you have a dog or a cat or another pet, there are also the invisible one assisting them. Connect to them. If you are dedicated to your garden, connect to all the fairies and all the beings that are connected to the garden. Do not just keep it physical. Make sure that you are widening your horizon and that you are inviting in your garden, in your kitchen if you're cooking, invite those one from the invisible that love cooking, that are assisting you to make a fresh recipe. They are available. All the spirit world simply wants to collaborate. Yes, yes, we are doing other works as well on other planes. We are also attending other things. Yes, indeed. But we are also, some of us, and that's why this team and all the dear ones are talking to you now in concert together as one single voice. We are committed to you, to the evolution of the human family, and that until the last one is evolving, we are committed not to leave you. So what a promise is there. What a satisfaction in collaborating to a full evolution. So that when then the last person that is still taking physical incarnation will be lifted into the fullness of spirit, there will be no necessity to feel discouraged. His physical life is present because physical life will be beautified, will be resounding of the highest level of music, if you can put it this way, the highest level of resonance from spirit, power and force, the spirit that you are, the spirit that does not need anymore the physical form, and the new form of physical form that will appear, of which you have no idea, but they are preparing. Why? Because even the physical form evolves. You are not a finished product even as a physical form. Isn't that a thought to behold and to reflect and take into your meditation? You think you are a finished product as a physical form? Not. Really not even that. Think how much scope is there to evolve. And as you reflect on those words, really rejoice for every moment that you have. And as you are becoming lighter and lighter in the understanding of what life is presenting you, whatever it looks like a challenge, you may say, yes, it's a challenge from this side. I'm looking from this side of the fence, but when I step into my spirit, I feel there is an expansion of potential that my mind has no idea how to go about. And why not to let my spirit take a place further and take the lead, rather than letting my mind be so worried and concerned that is blocking the fluidity of spirit force and life within me. Why I don't take a step towards my spirituality further and make a commitment, make a pledge. When you come here, we do understand every time you come here, you make that pledge. Every time you come here, your soul is rejoicing. He's saying, oh, there again. You are saying, I'm going to stick to what I believe in. I'm going to rejoice in my day. And I'm going to become a light, a lamp, not only to myself, but to others. Because we are working together. We are transforming together. We are evolving together. We are rejoicing together. And if I stay in a little corner, I will miss so much beauty of life. I will miss so much potency. I will miss so much expression that I will tell my little heart, the heart that feels scared, the heart that feels timid, the heart that feels I cannot possibly do this, this is not me. You know, we heard you often very clearly, oh no, I cannot do this, this is not me. Well, you don't need that, really. Because if you could see the smile from spirit, it's all for you. It's always saying, take the next step, please. Now take the next step. Oh, but I'm not feeling comfortable with this next step because I don't know where I'm going. Of course you don't know where you're going, because if you knew where you were going, it's been built by your mind. And your mind, unless it's the higher level of your mind, is the lower level of your mind. And the lower level of your mind has such a limited view that restrict the true understanding of your incarnation. So do not trust that. That's very important. Do not trust your lower mind, because it's going to tell you a story of that you are a little individual that cannot change things very much, and so on and so forth, and you can do your small contribution. Now, for those one of you also that feel, yes, but their contribution is bigger, mine is not so relevant, stop it there. Stop their repetitive thoughts. Your contribution is as valid as could be of the president of this nation. So it is as influential as anybody that step on earth level, but it depends on your potency, your light. So, because we are presenting you with a view which is transformative and includes all the level, you cannot compare only yourself with those ones that are achieving results at the physical level, because that is one level, one strata of life existence, but it's not the whole story. And what if in your neighborhood you are capable to make heart lighter, to make smile people that cannot smile, to make rejoice people that are despairing? That is so paramount. That is so transformative. They transform more than the law of the countries, because it's transforming the heart. And when the heart are transformed and they tune to the true emotions and to the highest level of the mind, the connection with soul is made even without mentioning the word soul, because it's a natural flow of life existence. And so almost there is no need to convert or to establish parameters. It's just simply about love, about beauty, about potency of existence, and the richness of transformation. You hold it in your hands, you hold it in your heart, you hold it in the fullness of your life experience. So if sometime you find yourself perhaps a little bit limited, because you're saying, yes, but my life experience is telling me so and so and so, and there are a number of negativity, remember, no, my life experience is telling me through my soul a different story. So rewrite the story. Tune to your soul and see the wisdom of what those actions have been. See the wisdom and the understanding of what possibilities are there from your soul level, so that you can expand again. As soon as you see the restriction, expand again. As soon as you see the downside of things, upliftment. And spirit is with you. So it's very simple, but it needs to be practiced regularly. So we wish you the best of all your transformative journey, of your resplendence and effulgence of your light, of your soul, and of communication with spirit, which is always, never, ever separated from you. So we bless you all as your friends are so close to you, and we wish you all the best in this marvelous journey of existence.